Hi friend, this is Dr. Apoor Mehra.
And this is Dr. Govind Rai Garg.
The contrast in our clothes is because of the urgency of this video. We could just grab anything black and come back in front of you. Sir, it has been announced that the latest exam of NEET 2021 on 18th April will have 200 questions. Is this news correct?
If this news is incorrect, then this video is over. And if this news is correct, even then this video is over because nothing changes.
Right.
What is your take?
My take is the same, sir. There have been exams in India for 200 questions. They have been going on for last 20-25 years. AIMS. There have been exams in India for 250 questions going on in India for such a length, PGI. Similar is JIPMER, and there has been exam of All India or NEET for 300 questions. So there is an exam that is existing. In fact, sir, when we look at the NEET which started in 2012, they had about 240 questions in that.
Yes.
The time duration was always 210 minutes. So now the time duration is 210 minutes. If the questions are 200, looking at what has happened for last 2 years, the clinical oriented questions have increased. This is a clear indication the way things are heading now. Over to you, sir.
Basically, what I feel is if this news is correct, which is most likely to be, the change is required because from the last 2 years, I think they are trying to make NEET clinical. More of questions are more of clinical pattern. So last time also many students felt that it is very difficult to complete so many questions in the required time. So they had to decrease the number of questions so that more clinical questions can be incorporated. So my take is the exam is more likely to be clinically oriented now. Apart from that, nothing else will change because the topics will remain same. The important topics are already same. So study should continue in the same pattern. Only thing is you need to understand the concepts and go further.
Right. So you have seen in this country, every time an exam comes, something will be announced 2 to 3 months prior to it. And then the students, instead of worrying about the topics, are off track.
Yes.
What to do, what not to do. But have you really seen, even once, that a student who was preparing without distraction, with hard work, staying with the topics, who has not qualified?
Never. Since I think I'm teaching for nearly around 20 years now, I have never ever seen whenever the exam pattern changes, if the student continue to study as per old pattern, anything changes.
Right.
If the student is studying properly, he will get the rank had the question pattern not been changed. Same rank would have been scored because the topics remain same.
Right.
The disaster happens when the student suddenly changes everything because of change in the pattern.
Right. So your aim is not to conquer the pattern. Your aim is to conquer the topics, the content, the concepts, the clinical scenarios, the important images, and the factual questions which are volatile. Your aim is to plan your revisions. Your aim is to think about last 6 weeks, then 3 weeks, then 7 days, then 24 hours in the morning of the exam. Think on those directions. Do not go into, will the questions be more lengthy? Will there be a sudden change? Will there be a disturbance? I will tell you some questions which have come to me. Do we expect lengthier questions, sir?
Yes, we do expect. Already there are lengthier questions in the NEET. So I don't think there will be change in the pattern of those questions, but the number of those questions may be slightly more.
Right. So even if the lengthier questions are there, we have been indicating in the previous videos that if the length of the question is more, it gives you more hints to answer. It is stronger.
It's easier.
Right. Second point, sir. Will there be more number of images or some video-based questions?
Yes, it is expected, but seeing already the NEET pattern last year also, and more than 50 images are already being asked. So I don't think the images will go beyond 100, but if it is 50, it may become 60. So slight increase in number of images will be there. And also I expect that some video questions will be asked.
Right. Sir, if you look at the rapid revision course? This is frequently being asked. Will it still work if the questions are 200?
Definitely, because rapid revision course is of all the important topics, and we do not expect that there will be any change in the important topics. So the questions will be from similar topics. So if you know the rapid revision after understanding them, again, rectifying the things will not work. So if you
Right.
understand that topic, because the rapid revision is consisting of only high yield topics, and the high yield topics do not change. So if you are preparing from rapid revision, do not change, and just be satisfied that this is the thing you want.
One question which I will answer. I was asked this on the personal messenger on Facebook that does that mean the short subjects will just vanish and we should go on the major subjects? Two observations. When the number of questions are less, somehow you see that the questions asked from the short subjects are still the same. Number two, most of the short subjects, skin, anesthesia, radio, psychiatry, ortho, and if you go further, ENT, ophtha, and forensic, most of them are clinical subjects. So they will be integrated and asked. What do you mean by integrated? I don't think so. You can answer a question of osteoporosis without having proper knowledge of pharma, medicine, and ortho. And which category will you place it? God knows.
And even physiology.
Physiology. So which category will you place it? God knows. But in the exam, questions are not grouped that this question belongs to this subject. They will be giving you where your knowledge along all subjects will be tested. Also, one question will become more valuable because there will be a closer tie into it. The next question, sir, what should be our attempt out of 200?
As already maximum number of questions should be attempted, my take is there is 1/4 negative marking. So that means if you attempt 5 questions, all 5 are tukkas, and you are able to make just one correct guess, that means your marks will become 0. And if you leave all 5, your marks will be 0. Okay, suppose you get two guesses are correct, then you get extra marks. Okay? So अगर आपके 5 में से एक भी तुक्का ठीक नहीं हो रहा, तो आप वैसे ही मान के चल लो कि किस्मत ही खराब है, कुछ नहीं होगा. So it is important that the number of attemptation should be very high. But if you have no knowledge regarding any of the options, then obviously leave that question. But if you know about one option, and if you can rule out one option, that means if you are knowing about 2 options which are incorrect, then 100% you should go for it. But I always advocate, even if you can rule out one option, you should attempt the question.
Right. And if I have to attempt out of 200, I will keep it more than 198. There is never a doubt, and will try to strike 200. In my experience, I have seen attempting less is a dangerous gamble to take. I will not advise that. I will tell you what has happened to us in 1 year. The entire world has undergone COVID. We never expected life will change. Our exams of FMG August took a turmoil, and there were so many clinical questions. People thought that they will not survive. People did start surviving COVID. They start understanding the entrance exam. They started realizing, even with difficulties of FMG, the people who were qualifying were still doing it easy. In fact, if I look at the marks, in FMG August, the scores were better.
Much better than the earlier exams.
Then suddenly came INI CET. Everything was happening in the same year. People just thought about calculations. This particular set of people will qualify, this will not qualify. Even in that exam, people who studied well, they qualified. Everywhere, the rapid revision worked. It's going to work here also, because what has stayed when I was preparing is the same list of topics. And if our kids also prepare, I'm sure 90% of topics will always stay the same. Do not change. You are a medical student. These type of things will happen to you throughout life. Right now, entrance exam, then a surgery, then a complication of a surgery or something else. You have to learn to hold your temperament. इतनी जल्दी भी घबराना नहीं है. For last 24 hours or so, the thought process is something else now, which should not happen. Such a crucial time. So, one day at this stage is almost half of a short subject. And if you deviate from your path, will you ever be able to compensate for that? I don't think so. So please focus on the topics. Prepare clinical things, look at the images, and if there's any notice, you can modify if required anything, but not what you have to read or where you have to read from. Sir.
Definitely, as Dr. Purv already told, I remember when I was preparing for PG entrance, that is way back in 2001 and 2. So at that time also the list of topics which I had made, which were important or high yield topics, around 90% are same still.
Right.
Hardly 10% have changed in that time, and this is the rule that topics do not change, because clinically whatever patients are presenting with, they remain almost same. Clear? So in your clinical practice also you will see almost same type of patients throughout your life. Clear? So that is important, that you should know about those common things and do not worry about any pattern. Here the pattern has not changed, here just the number of questions have changed from 300 to 200. I don't think anything significant change will occur. So
Right.
it is important, focus on your studies, do not deviate, keep on preparing as you have already prepared. Clear? Like if you have already revise from same places, don't change it. If some subject you are thinking that you will not be able to finish, do it from rapid revision. Do not leave any subject. Do not think that your source should change now. Source should remain same. Important thing, do not leave any subject and focus more on concepts rather than rectifying the things.
And I'm sure in the grand test coming in Prep Ladder, we have about 2 months with us. We will try to prepare you on the directions of clinical questions. I'm sure about that. And just to conclude this video, I was watching a wonderful video on YouTube by Shri Amitabh Bachchan ji, Vapis Aana Padta Hai. And beneath that, I saw this comment. And I will just like to conclude it. You know, you have to keep your calm, you have to be ready for it, and you have to believe that NB हमारा कुछ नहीं कर सकता. अगर कोई नुकसान पहुंचाएगा तो हम खुद को पहुंचाएंगे. So मन में ठान लो कि you can do that. And the lines are like this. जब अपने अरमान के बारे में जान लिया, जब अपनी मंजिल को पहचान लिया, मुश्किल क्या आसान किया, जब ठान लिया तो ठान लिया. And that is what you should remember. You have to, undeterred, without deviation, prepare. Don't worry about what is happening around, because finally exam ke din, the same topics and the same things and your hard work will manage. Nothing else will work. Sir.
So as we commonly say, if you think you can, obviously you can. So always think that you can. हमारा brain जो है वो not को process नहीं करता. So just think you can. Don't think that ये नहीं होगा तो क्या करेंगे, ये नहीं करेंगे. Don't think about those things. Just think what you need to do. So definitely you will be able to get good marks, and whatever your potential is, just perform up to that potential. Okay, and all the best, I think.
Right, sir. And just to tell you, even if you don't have 2 black shirts, a t-shirt and a jacket can work, because it's about MIB, the Men in Black. So that is what I want to tell you. It doesn't matter what we wear. It's still the same that we tell you. And it's going to be the same exam. Nothing will change. Even if it shrinks to a t-shirt or to a jacket, Men in Black is same, and so will be the exams. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, and all the best.